What's up, people? I'm Halls and this is Defeat the Enemy, and holy fuck, what an E3. They announced a Final Fantasy VII remake and it didn't even make my top 10 hype list. 2015 and 2016 are going to have some amazing games, but right now this is my top 10 most hypest games after E3. Number 11, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Yeah, I realise 11 is not part of 10, obviously, but let's face it, there's no way I'm leaving Tony Hawk's 5 out of my E3 hype video. The iconic skating game returns with all new maps as well as a few old favourites apparently, and they've got a new soundtrack which Tony Hawk himself says is really good. I'm going to trust his word on that. And of course it's got up-to-date graphics and it's got a 20-player online mode. So they didn't give too much information really, but I'm excited anyway. It's made my top 10 list, technically, even though not really, but whatever. Number 10, Just Cause 3. You play as a guy and you fight some guys. Despite the totally generic plot and setting, the game looks incredible. Firstly, the island you fight the some guys on has totally varied little ecosystems, and all of which are beautifully made. Then you have the focus on big explosions and destruction. Then you have the travel options, like you can drive cars, boats, you can fly planes, you can fly around with a parachute or a wingsuit, or you can grapple around with your grappling hook. You're given a gigantic destructible world, and you're just there to blow shit up and blow people up and grapple people to helicopters and grapple helicopters to big exploding barrels. And no one really gives a fuck about the consequences. You just do all this mad shit. Number 9 is Doom 4. You play a marine in space fighting off a demon invasion after Hell invades the moon base, or maybe it's Mars, I don't know. But anyway, the gameplay looks pretty fun, and the inbuilt map maker has the potential to extend the life of the gameplay. I have a number of concerns, particularly the linearity of the levels they showed and the colour palette, but it's firmly on my radar and I'm ready for them to talk me into buying the game. Number 8, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. You play as a cyborg, basically a secret agent, and you work for a corporation in a cyberpunk future. Now, in this game there's lots of prejudice against cyborgs, and you have to do stealth missions for some reason and probably solve some kind of mystery and uncover a grand conspiracy or something. The last game was incredible, and this game looks incredible. Number 7, Shenmue 3. Fuck me, I need to replay Shenmue because I can't remember a fucking thing that happened. All I remember is the game blowing me away with its level of detail. You play as a Japanese dude from the 80s who knows kung fu, hangs around the docks, collects toys from the capsule machines by the newsagent, and sometimes drives a forklift truck. That's about all I can remember. So yeah, I'm gonna have to replay it before I pick up 3, I think. Number 6, Persona 5. You play as a Japanese school kid. You go to school, you do your homework, you hang out with your friends, you join a sports club, join an acting club or whatever. You're also a superhero, and by night you fight monsters and try to save the world with the help of friendly monsters who give you powers and cast magic spells for you. Sounds goofy as fuck, but it's a genuinely great series, and 5 does look incredible. Number 5, Uncharted 4. Play as a grave robber, travel around the world, fight in probably large mercenary organizations. I don't know why I said mercenary instead of mercenary. That was weird. So you're racing mercenaries to find some treasure before they do. You experience some of the best graphics on offer anywhere, some of the best acting in video games, some of the most thrilling set pieces ever devised. That train level from 2, fucking hell. And this looks set to blow the train level out of the water. Fucking hell. This is going to be amazing. Number 4, Xenoblade Chronicles X. This game looks fucking amazing. A colony ship crash lands on an alien planet, and they turn the ship into a city, and you play as an anime guy or girl. Okay, that's the least exciting thing about it. But anyway, you play as an anime guy or girl. Your job is to explore the world and find life pods that fell out of the ship during the crash. because they're like all that's left of the human race, obviously. So the planet is super hostile, and you have to fight aliens all the time, and like there's big monsters and stuff. But anyway, at some point you get a giant robot that you can fly around in free roam, and also fight aliens and shit with. And there's like tons more to it, but it's like really, really deep game. But basically that's it. And like fucking hell, it looks amazing. Number 3, Fallout 4. Play as a survivor of a nuclear war 200 years after the war ends. You have to survive the wasteland, and there's probably like a main storyline or something as well. But the main reason to play the game is VATS, which is where you can blow people into chunks in slow motion, or like hit them so hard with this sledgehammer that their arms and legs fall off. Like, it is amazing. VATS 3 is going to be the best VATS ever. I'm not even going to call it Fallout 4. I'm going to call it VATS 3, because that's all I really give a shit about. Number 2, No Man's Sky. It seems like the kind of game where if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you don't. It's an entire universe, much bigger than our own real galaxy, smaller than the universe, but you know, you can't have everything. Anyway, it's bigger than our galaxy, and it's technically multiplayer, but it's so big that you'll probably never actually see another player in game unless you go looking for them. There's practically infinite number of unique planets and aliens, and you can literally fly to any star in the sky, and it's a real place with its own planets and its own creatures, and it's everything. It's an entire universe sitting in a little box in your living room. It is like amazing what they're building. Not really buying it for the gameplay, more buying it for the universe. Number 1, Metal Gear Solid 5. If anything can snatch the Game of the Year award from Witcher 3's deserving hands, it's Metal Gear Solid 5. You play as Big Boss, and you have to stealthily take out soldiers and stuff, and build a base and an army, and basically just do missions and shit. But the gameplay and the story are both going to be amazing, and the attention to detail is going to be amazing. And like, you can adopt a dog, and then he like helps you on your missions, and like the dog has an eye patch and you have an eye patch, and you're like eye patch brothers, and it's going to be just like the best shit ever. So I cannot wait for this game. Everything about this game just looks perfect. So that was my E3, post E3, fuck me, I keep fucking up today. I'm going to just run with it this time though. That was my post E3 hype list, and I can't wait to play all 11 of my top 10 games.